Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. Oh, this is going to be fun today. Get ready, right thinkers. Let's talk about what is meant by remembering thyself. I teach the philosophy, know thyself. And the more I study and listen to other people's perspective, I don't exclude it, but I got a reason and purpose to have my own opinion. I do my work also. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will and through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and you know the deal to be true. The idea of remembering and knowing, I got to remember, with our conscious mind, we have two minds. Our heart mind and our conscious mind. This mind is bigger than this mind. This mind keep tracks of everything. This mind just work on the premise that it's in your head. That's what's new. The spirit, heart, mind has been around a while. Okay, so let me break that down. Hope I can get explain it to you a little bit better. But that's my concept. And I'm going to show you, or try to show you the difference when remembering and knowing. This is the memory. This is the one I have to learn. Okay, let's see. They say spirit memory is wiped clean. That means whenever the spirit go into a new body, it don't remember. Why? Because it gets a new conscious that it had to mingle with, symbiotic with, become one with, so to speak. The spirit and the mind got to come one. And when the spirit and the mind is not on the same page, you're confused. You don't know yourself, so you can't go home. The spirit is not awakened. All right? You're going to reincarnate, and the spirit will come back, and it carries some of the memory from the prior lives. That's what they mean about remembering. I get it. I understand. But now let me show you my side. With every new body that comes in, the body is new, and the conscious that's in that body is new, so they had to make that connection. I call it the heart-mind coherence. Okay, that's my philosophy. When the heart and the mind become one entity, thinking, feeling as one, that's when you know what? Thyself. That's the concept. And all you have in the spirit is memory, which is wiped away. When it comes into a fresh life, it gets a new consciousness, which is you, your individual. That's where the ego lies, within your fresh consciousness. The am is in the heart. They got to come together. I am one. All spirits have been here before. Again, spirit don't die. Just the conscious of the person who was in the physical body. Losing the physical body and the conscious dies. Dead. Gone. Why? He didn't enlighten his consciousness with his spirit. So his conscious died along with the physical body. Simple. That ain't hard to understand. Because he's my father. Don't make him no different. I don't split hairs with that nonsense. When my mom passed on, because her spirit is enlightened, she gonna go home. So she will live on eternity. Him, not so much. Simple facts of the matter. I'll keep it real. All right, let's go. And all our spirits have been here before. When enlightened, it goes home. So there's no enlightened spirit that comes into the new body conceptually. Nobody ever died came into that ancient ass concept. My man, it's a philosophy. You can take it or leave it. Move on. We was told to know thyself. What they mean is Get knowledge. Obtain spiritual knowledge, aka self-knowledge. Master one's what? Way of thinking. This is your ticket right here. This is the ticket. Use it. It's the most sophisticated machinery known to man next to this thing here. Okay? This don't get checked at the end. It gets thrown away. It have no use. It's disposable. Consciousness is disposable. Why? He's all conscious. He just using like we use toilet paper. Like our spirit change bodies like we change clothes. See, spirit don't have time. It ain't based on time. Human beings are in time. So we can what? Judge what we doing during this time. Because eternity just go on and on. Moving on. It's conceptual. My spirit, aka heart, conscious. And it's spelled C-O-N-S-C-I-E-N-C. Again, that's this mind. But my mind, this conscious mind, is spelled C-O-N-S-C-I-O-U-S. Meaning this one compared to that one. And become spiritually God, what? With knowledge of self, knowing who you are, remembering thyself, like this say, but with knowledge and practice of righteous living, that pineal gland, once you tickle that thing, you good to go. Why? That's the key where God dwells. Inside our consciousness in the head. We already know the heart. Find him in the head. It's the pineal gland. We call it the third eye. More commonly. Hello. Come on now. I can't make it no more obvious. If you can't get the esoteric symbolism in this, I got the pyramids, I put my chain, I get my other part, my Giza plateau on my chest. I'm a thinking man. That means it's all mental. It's all mental. God is what? It's all seeing. So it's all conscious and understanding of who you are. And I, with that knowledge, I can say I remember myself just as much as I know myself. Either way it go, I'm in the game. Your third eye opening is when you what? Get spiritual recall. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger? They wiped his memory. That's been a concept been going on. They still say that we living in a simulation where it just steals our soul. We like batteries that keep regenerating. That makes no sense. But again, if you don't know nothing, you can believe anything. Somebody can tell you anything. I'm not that dude. Okay, I got philosophical concepts and mythological understanding. That works for me. They give me clear understanding. So I'm not beat. The third eye, again, the spiritual eye, the pineal gland. Okay, when you are third eye conscious, that means you are direct communication with God. And you know that. You don't think it. I mean, you don't believe it. You know that. Okay, that's where God dwells in the conscious mind, also the heart. So when them two become one, you have made that connection. Make it real simple, hopefully. But that's God's what's been. In all of us, God bugs his creation with the pineal gland. Everybody know about the pineal gland. The Vatican, Anunnaki, everybody knows about the pineal gland but us. Moving on. I do. Okay. God communicates with us. They say when God wanted to make fish, he discussed with the ocean, the sea. When he wanted to make trees in nature, he discussed it with earth. When he wanted to make man, he discussed it with himself. Get the concept? I just like that. I just read that. I'm going to keep throwing that out there. Hopefully get you to understand the concept. But God communicates us with what? Through the pineal gland. And when it's open, that means you have direct connection to God. Through daily meditation, righteous living. See, I got my enlightenment when I was just practicing the stuff I was reading. And when it happened, woo, buddy. Yeah, that was a doozy. And I vowed that I got to help people do this. Why? This is it. This is what we need to be doing. So the few who follow me, I appreciate you. And then all of us ain't getting in. So the few who do, we already know why. My mind, like everybody else's, is new one. Why? Because it comes with the body. Okay? The mind and body comes to spirit is what makes it work. Okay? Mind, body, and spirit. Mind and body, 2/3. The other third is God. That's the connection that makes it all works. And what's this? It's meant to be used. Your mind, this thing here, after death, throw it away. They don't even keep it. They keep the lungs, the stomach, and the intestines. They don't care about the mind. The heart stays in the body. So have respect and understand it symbolically. Okay, so that's what they did. But after death, this here, don't mean nothing. It only works with you. When you don't get it ready to go, it's disposable. That's all. Remembering is becoming what? Enlightened. To know something you didn't probably know. And once you, the light go on. Enlightenment. Okay, you being enlightened. And when it's enlightened spiritually, that's God. God knowledge, self-knowledge. And what is this? Or some people call it the awakening or the anointment, Christhood, Haruhood. But whatever it is, when you becoming one with God, they got a bunch of names for it. But the work that you put in from any area where everything is the same. Everybody got to do good deeds, righteous actions, virtuous living. So that part stays the same. And I understand that the remembering concept, I get it. But remember, a fresh consciousness can't remember. Why? It's fresh, it's new. That's why my point. Where it ain't so much to remember, but once your conscious come enlightened, it connects to the heart. Now it remembers. So that part I agree 100%. See, I can put it together. Well, I need to understand it. If you give me something, I can follow along from A to B to C to D. I can follow instructions. I'll get comprehension. That's fine. That's how you learn. I'm always willing to learn. But when it don't make sense, that's where you lose me. Okay. Anything I present to you, I'm trying to break it down real simple so that at least it makes sense. You might not agree with it, like it, but you got to comprehend it, understand it for what it is, and then you can make a better decision. Is it for you or not? Cool. But I understand the concept of remembering. Why? Because that's the idea of what? Knowing. When you know this part, connect with this part, the memory comes back and it becomes one with itself. It loses itself. It sent the eye out into the world. It got caught up in the world. And all of us do. That's the whole metaphor for us living this life, ignorantly until we wake up and realize who we are so that we can go home. This is a test. Spiritual beings having a human experience is only a test so the spirit can go to the next level, which is eternity, immortality, infinite, forever. That's the name of the game for the spirit. It don't need time. Time is for the human being, physical form. All right, let me get this thing going. Where we at? Again, I remember after I know who I am. They go together. That's the connection. You see where we go with this? You see how that thing fits in? Now, have you woken up? Do you remember who you are yet? With self-knowledge, it'll help you remember. Without that, the heart can't do it by itself. It needs this. This can't do it by itself. It needs this. That's why man and woman, equal opposites. The man ain't no better than the woman ain't no better than the man. So whoever gave that idea, if it's the man part, it's the man's idea. If the woman is the woman's idea. Understand that we equal. Learn the equanimity in using man and a woman together to create. A man can't procreate. A woman can't procreate. It takes two. And that's what the brain is, two sides. So in order for you to create a thought manifestation, you got to use both sides. See where I'm going with this? Oh, I like that analogy. That was perfect. I know, or what they say, I remember thyself, being God. I'm the spirit that's in everything. Realize that, you're going to freak out. Why? Oh, it's going to go like skyrockets in the night, like the 1,000 lotus flowers just going on. Psh, psh, mind blown. The awakening is mind blowing. How about that? And you don't need no drugs. No. When you do live and be and things happen, that's for you to experience. That's the only way it can happen. That's why Christ said the only way to the Father is through me. Through the things I'm showing you to do. You're the teacher. You're the master to show you. I'm here doing the same thing. Trust me. I ain't calling myself Christ. But the idea, the philosophy is the same. Sorry about that. All right, calm down. Get under control. Your heart, again, your heart has its own mind. That's why the ancients knew that a long time ago. At Judgment Day, they don't give a damn about this. I just told you this means nothing. This was a count. And it's spiritual consciousness, it's called, right? When you become conscious of this thing, now you have made what they call the holy marriage, the sacred bond. Mind and spirit becomes one. That's who you are. You are spirit made matter in the physical form. You just consciously don't know that. And when you do, that's when the pineal gland, third eye, opens up and it reveals to you who you are. Boy, I'm happy right now. Your heart has its own mind. aka, but it's spirit mind, meaning it's already proven to have been around and around and around. It just had become what? Conscious of itself. The body that is in the person didn't wake it up, so it had to continue on till somebody else what? Wakes it up and sends it home. Only way home is to know thyself. Alice in Wonderland, with the Wonderland girl, Wizard of Oz, whatever. When she figured out, all of them went looking for something that they already had in themselves. They told you right there, and everybody missed all of that. Moving on, and at the end, it feels so good to what? To get the answer. Y'all didn't know that already. You didn't know that for yourself. They pulled the sham, show you that they what? Pulled the curtains out. Yeah, he ain't nobody. He BSing you the whole time. Religion, that's what we know they do. Pull the coattail on religion. And this whole thing will turn around. Why? Everybody start realizing to become conscious. All I got to do is do it and be. I don't need tithes. I ain't got to listen. Man, hell with all that. That means the religion business totally is real. If you can't fake and lie to the people and con them out their money, you can't make money. That's a hustle. That's a business. Business is best to make money. Hustle, make money. You can turn into a business, illegal. Idea, my business illegal. I know business. I know how to organize and put together and make money. That's not hard to do. Now, I'm not in the money business. I'm in the spiritual enlightening business. So that's what I do. So that's my point. And I'm trying to do just that, enlighten you. And it don't cost you nothing to tune in. It don't hurt me to help you. So that's a win-win for both of us. God ain't asked me for a dime yet. But I've been giving him my allegiance on a regular basis. And the fall back, the blessing I receive, second to none. So I will continue to do what I do for him, in which most of us have understanding. But when you have knowledge, when you know who you serving, why you serving it, you just serve them, and you benefit from that. People who follow Christianity religion, y'all all in, and because of your belief will keep you loyal and trust, and you follow the tenets, it works. I'm not beat for that. But when your heart and mind, comes together, now you are conscious. Your heart mind and your conscious mind, that means you are enlightened. That means it ain't just the heart, it ain't just the mind. It's just one thought process, one way, and that's God. What? Everything is from the one, on the one. Everything is on the one. God is the one, okay? Everything after God comes in pairs. Philosophically, metaphorically, however you want to do it, that's the whole point. God was male and female. He didn't need no help. Okay, that's the concept. I remember that what I am, who? Spiritual philosopher. That means I spread what? The spiritual knowledge, the good news, the gospel. I ain't a preacher. I'm spreading it by teaching. Back in the Greeks, that's what they do. They walk the street, sat down, and got an audience and start just doing their thing. I'm coming here every day, sit down and do my thing. Those who come by, stop in, my views, that's what I'm doing for you. That's the concept. Self-knowledge, again, is the best knowledge. Self-knowledge will bring back your memory, okay? It will take the conscious mind and hook it up with the heart mind. So now you realize what? You are really divine, God. Talking about believing in God and not knowing you are, not good luck. And that's what most religious people do. They put God outside themselves. Self-knowledge, they only get to God after they die. Moving on. I ain't got time for that. Self-knowledge, again, I tell you, over what? World knowledge. You got degrees and all that nonsense means nothing to me. Why? If it ain't in yourself, you don't really know jack. You can know environmental control, you can know psychology, you can have all that good stuff. But without self-knowledge, boy, the other stuff ain't gonna get you past Judgment Day. You help, but remember, this life is going to end physically. You need to be conscious and spiritually awakened so that when that happens, you can do your thing. Why? Exit home, not stage left. Why? Ignorant people go stage left. They died twice. The conscious died with the physical body. If the conscious ain't connected to the heart mind, it's going to die. Moving on, the heart mind keep going on. You ain't worried about it. You can come on with me if not. That's on you. But he can't go home without you. So if you don't take him home, you'll get somebody else and see what they're going to do. All right. AKA reincarnation, cycle of life. But you can keep your mastery. Okay. Whoa. No, I'm up here. Excuse me. Your heart mind. Self-knowledge will bring you back. Self-knowledge over world knowledge. Your degrees and everything except knowledge of self means nothing to me. Why? You can keep all your master's and PhD degrees in all the other areas. I have all my degrees in what? Knowing me. If your degrees is anything other than that, mastery of anything but yourself, I'm not impressed. That's all. And guess what? At Judgment Day, my yacht won't either. Your heart will be heavy. Your mind will be intellectual, but your heart will be heavy as all get up. I know some very intelligent people who reached the levels in a lot of areas of mastery, but none of them was in self. I'm just saying, I respect all of them and their degree achievements, even my daughter. But get that self-knowledge degrees first, if you ask me. I mean, that's just me. I have degrees, but the one that I suffer the most and appreciate the most is the one for me. If you have self-mastery, like me, in life, all those other degrees is pretty much useless. Why? It don't come into play at Judgment Day. But the self-knowledge is the one that will. That's the difference. Purify one's heart. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. You can do all the other, but when you purify heart, that means you're just a good person. That's all it means. That's all it means. I just do what's right, maintain my ability and my accountability to do just that, say and do the right thing. That's it. Ain't nothing special. But for doing that, it ain't easy. So I respect anybody who put forth that effort. That's what I'm saying. And again, self-knowledge is the knowledge for what? Okay, no, whoa. If you have self-knowledge, okay, I got that, excuse me. Yeah, with self-knowledge is the knowledge for what? The heart purity. And at Judgment Day, when you're a good person, that means your heart is light as Maya's feather. All that evil stuff, satanic quality that you eradicate, now it comes into play. Now it's better to have it because you're going to need it than to need it and don't have it. Now you're going to need it, and it's better to have it now than not. Trust me on that one. That's the difference right there. We are all God's, in spirit, having a human experience. And to approach, the whole point of the human experience is to obtain human, aka consciousness of oneself. You get spiritual, aka God knowledge, in order to remember thyself with self-knowledge. The consciousness, the conscious mind, meaning the human part, this side, is born not knowing. It's fresh, it's new. It has no memory, it has no recall. It has to obtain the knowledge. The first 7 years of our life, we're sucking in information, building our ego. If that ego ain't put under control, it's going to control you. And it will run you. No memory before birth. So the idea of conscious remember, no. This can remember, this can't. This have to learn. That's why you use it. He give you the best machinery, sophisticated piece of machinery known to man to get to him. Thinking, obtaining knowledge, living, doing, being the things that would be pleasing to his eyes. That's all. He tell you, I ain't dealing with y'all. I left y'all for y'all a bunch of fools. Only way you get to me, act like you got some sense. Earn your way here. We call it heaven. Moving on. Okay, that story too. But your spirit consciousness, meaning your heart, aka heart mind, has memory of prior lives. That's the one that wants to remember itself. Why? It needs this to do that. Hello? Once your conscious mind become enlightened from studying, practicing your spiritual disciplines, holding yourself accountable, mastering the philosophy of Maya, and becoming self-master of oneself, controlling your emotions, put that ego under control, you good to go to the next level. Now you're prepared. If you're ignorant, you're not prepared to go deal with God. He ain't got time for that nonsense. Wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Being ignorant is just not knowing thyself. Don't care how many degrees you got. Don't care what into your IQ level means nothing. That's all egoism. And it has no knowledge of self. So it has no understanding of what God, ego means to edge God out. So it has all that, but it got no God. I mean, it goes nowhere. Wrapping it up. Again, Appreciate you tuning in. I have reached what the state of what we call self-mastery. In my human consciousness, from reading all these damn books and studying and implement what I learned, that's how you obtain what? Consciousness. When that happens, this heart mind and your conscious mind becomes one. Now you are an enlightened being and self-mastery, or aka a master right thinker. That's my goal, to get you there for yourself. You put the work in, I'll give you the lessons. I got more for you right now. I got to go. So in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I'm nothing but my right thinkers who finally realize remembering thyself and knowing thyself is two different things, but you know how to put them together. You won't pass away. The physical body will, you won't. Trust me.